that was interesting. As soon as you started playing along with Appalachian Concerto, I thought, oh, we haven't rehearsed it with you. And I heard, and we have, because just Uwe and me played it, and Joel yesterday, and I thought to myself, whoa. And I started listening to you, and I was like, whoa, what is he going to do at this part? Anyway, it went fine. Wonderful. Hey, Uwe's birthday. Hey. 60 years Uwe tomorrow. This weekend is Uwe's birthday celebration. And he's been my brother a long time.
My biggest celebration is going to be playing the show tomorrow, because it's just nothing better in the world than playing music with you guys.
We're so proud of Uwe. We're so proud that of what he does and what he achieved in his life. And I always say that Uwe is the best musician I've ever got to be playing music with, because he's so intuitive. There's a lot of things that you can learn. Things, but with Uwe, it's, I don't know, he's such an intuitive player, and he plays such interesting things, and they're different, than every time sometimes, and I look over and say, wow, what was that? Where's that coming from? And yes, and it's been a miracle ever since we started playing music together, when we were very, very little. He had always very creative ideas and funny, interesting little ideas, and so for me, it's always been a privilege to play with my brother.
Oh, yes. That's all right. What do we have on the program, Jens?
We have Harder Than Steel.
Harder Than Steel,
Yeah, you wanted to sing that.
Yes. So I really like that tune. It's, but we didn't change the key, right? We just
no.
That one's a little pretty good.
Harder Than Steel. Roll Mountain Suite, that is from, right?
That's right.
Have you heard the red hawks cry in the morning high on Roll Mountain, when the sun comes up over Carolina hills, the wind sweeps softly through the valleys? Have you seen the blue smoke rise from the chimney where the big water wheel turns the iron ore to steel, harder than a heart that's made of stone? The train winds up past the rocks and the balls of the road, and it's leading me back to the old home 'neath the pines. Shared the stream with the wounded. I washed my eyes that were blind from the gun smoke. When the fighting was all done, we knew that we had won. We laid our brothers in the ground. Every spring I returned to Roll Mountain, just to search for the heart that was lost there, and I looked for the stones that mark long-forgotten bones, harder than the steel that cut them down. The train winds up past the rocks and the balls of the road, and it's leading me back to the old home 'neath the pines. Why sun comes up over Carolina hills. Why did I decide to roam? Thank you. Oh.
That was nice.
Man, the pollen. Is the pollen affecting you guys too?
Oh,
I washed my car yesterday, and this morning when I came out of the house, yellow, you know, and the pines haven't even started yet, so it's crazy. It's the pollening.
The pollening, yes, I saw that. They got yes.
Well, I remember when our, I remember when our father, our father played guitar. He had, what a little like a traveling guitar, a guitar you take out to the woods, you can carry with you. And there were no really cases. There were just these little bags, out of cotton bags, that you. It
Canvas more, like a
canvas.
canvas.
It was like a canvas,
yeah.
It was like a canvas, that you put them in with a little string you tie them together and you carry them around. And my mother had a similar guitar. She played accordion, guitar, and my father played harmonica and guitar. And our mother showed Uwe a few chords, when he could reach around the guitar when he was 5-6 years old. And we always played with the guitar on the floor. But I remember Uwe's birthday, I think his 8th birthday, and our father came, and
he'd probably forgotten to get me a present, but he gave me that guitar in the morning.
No. But Uwe walked back. Our dad walked back to his room and took his guitar from the wall, and he came back and said, "Uwe, this is yours now." And
it was the most amazing moment. I will never forget that, because a lot of things that I remember from I forgot so much of my childhood, but that's one of those moments when I got that guitar.
Yes, I remember that.
That was really special.
I couldn't believe that my father would give his guitar to Uwe. And I thought it was the most beautiful thing that could ever happen, because Uwe was so in love with that guitar. Yeah. And our father, he bought another one, a classical guitar, a Spanish guitar.
He got him a guitar from Brazil.
Yeah,
from
Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, it was a beautiful guitar. I got to play it later too. I remember when we wrecked it a little bit and we had to glue it together so he doesn't realize it.
Yes,
that was embarrassing.
It was. I love that guitar. I played that guitar actually a lot when he was on his travels.
That company's still in business.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, they're in Sao Paulo. They're named Di Giorgio.
Yeah. But from that day on, we just couldn't stop playing. And I remember, I just want to tell this, that I played harmonica and we sang together all these songs. Mm-hmm. And in 1972, or so, we started, going from house to house on 1st of May, which is coming up. There's this day where there was a tradition when children would go from farm to farm. They walk, and just knock on the door, and it's like trick or treat, but you sing, as a child. And so you sing something, or you recite a poem or something, and then they give you some cookies, maybe, and not money, or just some cookies. And Uwe and me, we, walking together. I was, we were children who were with this guitar, proud, and I had my harmonica. And we would walk, to all these farmhouses, knock on the doors, and we play Lili Marleen, which was, one of the iconic songs, during World War II. And a lot of these old farmers, they remembered it so well. And we would sing it for them, all the verses, and play harmonica. And that was our first, thing we actually sort of did, playing music together. It was really something. I remember that, walking with you over the fields, and going to
it actually really looked like the movie, the trap families up there in the mountains, and
yes.
it was a lot like that.
It was a lot like that.
Unpaved roads and going from farm to farm.
And then you get a cookie, then you eat it on the way, and you talk, you go to the next farmhouse. Next song, I just want to share some stories about Uwe, starting playing
What do
guitar.
we have on there? I can't read it.
My bucket's got a hole in it.
What key was that in, Joel?
You wrote that down, Jens, not me.
No, I don't have the key on here.
Well, I don't know. You want to do it in, where do you want it? B flat or B for bucket?
B for bucket. I like that.
It's bouquet, not bucket.
Okay, you got a hold of it.
Well, I think we have it in A on the list.
Oh yeah, I think that's right. Yes, with the two minor, right? Wasn't that one, Joel?
I hope so.
That was the one with the straight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, we got carried away before.
Well, I'm standing on the corner with my bucket in my hand, looking for a woman. Ain't got no man. Oh, my bucket's got a hole in it. Oh, my bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. Can't hold no beer. Standing on a mountain overlooking the sea. All the trappers and the rippers, they playing boogie woogie. Oh, let my bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. Can't hold no beer. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Oh, my bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. Oh, no beer. Hey, by Jody. In my hand, ain't got no woman. I won't look for a man. Oh, my bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. My bucket's got a hole in it. Can't hold no beer. This is when some people say that they need to go blow out some sod in their engine. We just did that, right?
There you go.
It sounded fine, I think.
Oh, you know, and I played it for Dulcie and Rich actually.
There you go.
You know, they were, you know, they used to stay at the house, and I think after one Caroline in the Fall, I think I played that song for, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours. You know, so with my electric guitar while they were trying to sleep. I didn't
Yeah.
You know, so
Talking about sleep. Tonight is Uwe's stories, you know, because Uwe's 60th birthday. I want to share a very special story.
Oh, yes. I remember this story well.
You know every story well. we played Merlefest many years ago, and Kurt Stadlin, he had a house, you know, out in Moravian Falls, and after we played Merlefest, I think we played about 12 sets or something at Merlefest.
Oh, God,
they
yeah,
really worked us at that time. You know, we played
with
everywhere.
Midnight Jam and everything.
Midnight Jam. We hosted the Midnight Jam and everything, and then it was done on Sunday afternoon, and there was a big party at Kurt's house. There were about 100 people there, and he had a sofa out on the porch, and I played so much with my finger picks that I couldn't wear my finger picks anywhere where I wanted to play, so I was claw hammering, you know, for about 2 or 3 hours, you know, and Joel. We were just sitting on the porch and playing and just having fun. But at one point, I put my finger picks back on, and we were all really, really tired. Most of the people were already gone, and we were laying on the couch, and Uwe was sitting beside me on that big couch, and Joe was in a rocking chair, and Uwe had his head tilted back, and we played. And while we were playing, I hear Uwe snoring. His eyes are closed. His eyes are closed. And his neck is on the back. And his breathing is completely out of sync with the music and everything. His eyes are closed and he's sleeping. And I look at him and he's just sleeping, and he plays this rhythm. Look, you see this rhythm here? And he doesn't have to do anything except for that rhythm and hold that chord for a long, long time. You see, like this. See, it's like. While he's sleeping, and I see him playing, he's sleeping, and I know at one point there's a change where it goes to the C chord.
Yeah, you and I look at each other.
And at that moment, he is still sleeping and his hands move to the C chord, and he wakes up and he looks at the C chord totally stunned. What am I doing here? What is this? Where am I? And I have to tell you, he's the only person I have ever encountered actually playing in his sleep, and woke up by a chord change that happened out of his subconsciousness.
But he made the change perfectly.
Yes,
That was,
I think it's so amazing.
Yeah,
maybe that's why I never got into jazz, you know, kind of. But
no, that was the most amazing thing
amazing.
I've ever seen. You know, I was so stunned that was possible. You know, that he played so much and he was so tired that he played in his sleep. He
That was crazy
kept
back
on
then, yeah.
playing. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that story because it's
you know, and now I'm getting to an age where sometimes I feel like I'm still sleeping, and this is all just a big dream. You know, that I'm sitting here through, but I'm afraid that, you know, I wake up.
Don't wake up.
You know, because it's too much fun actually. This is way too good a dream. What do we have on the program? Yes, I can't read it anymore.
I know.
You know, I really have to.
We have the round and round set, so we're gonna do 3 little pieces.
Okay.
And you know, if this show tonight is a little longer, so what?
Oh, yeah,
you know,
well.
it's
your birthday.
It's your birthday
You can
weekend.
go as long as
So
you like.
round and round. It starts off with round and round, of course, the song, and then we have, and that's about a man who wakes up from a dream, actually, and then we have a little piece called Like a Spark, and When I'm Dead, My Dearest.
Yes, Georgina Rossetti.
A very important.
I want to send
poem.
this one up to Canada, to Goderich.
Yeah, Warren and Eleanor and all our friends up there. Yeah.
Yes. So here we go.
Cheryl.
Let's see. You know, that middle piece Jens wrote when we did a tour of England, because he thought, well, maybe I write something that's a little bit like an English
Air.
like an old kind of air, and maybe they like us a little better that way. Didn't help at all. But it's still, I love that tune really, and I think that when we play in Huddersfield, people really enjoy it as well. You know, it's one of those things. Hope they're all doing well over there.
It's hard to keep the instrument tuned.
Still, our air conditioner is still broken.
It's getting hot in here.
Lights of the city shine brighter each step he's taken tonight. Reflections of laughter and colors on wet cobblestone. Someone is singing a song with words that won't rhyme, leading him into a world he's been longing to find. And round and round and round, and round and round and round, and round and round and round. Nobody noticed them stealing away from a nursing home right after dark. He didn't plan it, it just seemed to happen that way. Music is playing, his friends all welcome him in. And a sweet voice is whispering, come let me hold you again. And round and round and round, and round and round and round, and round and round and round. A teacher in southern Missouri. She tries to come home once a year. The cart that she wrote him for Christmas still taped to the wall. Sits by his bedside till dawn, holding his hand. Turns up the nightlight as she steps out into the hall. And round and round and round, 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 and round and round and round. songs for me. Plant no roses at my head, no shady cypress tree. Be the green grass above me, with showers and dewdrops wet. And if you will, sweetheart, remember, and if you will, sweetheart, forget. I shall not see the shadows, I shall not feel the rain, I shall not hear the nightingale sing out as if in vain, and dreaming through the twilight that does not rise nor set. Happily I'll remember, and happily I'll forget. Sing no sad songs for me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
No sad songs.
No sad songs.
No sad songs.
No sad songs.
On your birthday, also not.
No, I warned Uwe that I would. Actually, sorry for the few. I did a few.
Jens,
episodes.
stop.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
forgot
Yeah,
actually
really.
how it went. You know, my mind went all over the place. Sorry about that. You know, but Uwe said, you know, if you tell stories, you should tell the one story.
You think you have time for that?
Of course.
That one story.
Is it okay, Melissa, if we go over?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just woke her up.
Yeah. No, it just takes a while for the Sling Studio to go through everything until she hears it. Well, anyway, you know, he asked me.
No. I mean, it's just. You really want to tell that story?
I don't know. You asked me if I would. The one, you know, where we had, what was it, the Jamaica Inn?
No.
Oh!
It was not in Jamaica, and it was in some.
No. That was the Jamaica Inn.
Well, you tell
That
the
was
story.
with the
No, it was the
Jamaica Inn with that
breakfast. It was
small-
the
break- it was
breakfast
the
south
break-
by north of Cork.
Yes.
You know, and before we went to see the hurling game in that pub, remember?
When you and I walked into that pub and they looked at us like we were from Mars.
Yes, where we were.
Well, yeah,
And
for
so,
them anyway.
I didn't know. I didn't go because I had to recover.
Yeah.
Now, Uwe, there's, you know, in Ireland or England, you know, they have, when you have a shower, they have little showers, and they have these little things where you sit in the corner, you know, in sort of the bedroom maybe, and you have a shower and you sort of close the thing, it goes around
There
you.
are small people there. You know, they're not as big
Yes,
as
but
here
you know,
in
you
America.
just,
you
so
know?
you just close it around. It's round. It's actually
it's right
round.
round,
Zoom.
and, yeah, the
And they don't
plastic
have.
version, yeah.
They have little the hot water comes out of little things, that heats the water up as it goes through. It's a little wall heater kind of thing, and
Yeah,
you turn it up.
it's not a water tank.
It's not a water tank.
water
No,
heater
it's
tank,
a little
no.
water heater.
It
And
saves a
it
lot of
comes out.
energy, and it is a good.
Comes
it's
out of a
good thing, yeah.
spout, it's boiling,
Piping hot,
broiling hot, it is more, first it's coming steam, then a few drops of water that is usually, in some of the broken ones. Anyway, so Uwe went one in, we all had to share a big room, with Joel and
Well, it
and
wasn't
Philip,
quite, it
everybody.
wasn't that big a room.
No, it was a big room, with beds everywhere, and then there was this shower in the corner, that was sort of built in.
Well,
and,
there was a bathroom, but you could see the bathroom from the whole room. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was, the actual bathroom, the loo was outside, but there was a little, shower in the corner. So Uwe,
Sink shower.
so Uwe, of course, with his towel, he walks over there and he walks into the shower. He throws the towel out, and the shower is sort of not really
Frosted glass,
It's frosted glass, you can see through. It's all, it's all good. So Uwe is in the shower, and up from here you can actually see it's not frosted, from up here. And Uwe is showering, and the water couldn't. Uwe was filling up the shower so tightly that there was actually no water going down. So the water started rising from his chest up. And there's a little this bath, this little duck.
The little rubber ducky.
And it actually starts swimming, and Uwe's got the water coming up. And Uwe's having the water with the little duck swimming here. And the water can't drain down fast enough on the sides of Uwe, because it's so tight and Uwe can't get to the handle. So in despair, he screams, "Joel, yes, help!" And he's here with this little duck, and the water is coming up, as the shower fills up. And so Joel and me, we run over there, and we open the door, and Uwe comes squatting out, like it's like an, trunk first, like an elephant birth. Oh man! I'm sorry.
Yes,
you asked me to tell us that.
That was the other birthday I got to celebrate with you.
Yeah, that was. We laughed.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have to tell you, this is Uwe's 60th birthday. So there's another story I have to tell you. We were in Oklahoma for the Guthrie Bluegrass Festival, and we played in Texas the night before, and we drove. We played. I don't know where we played. Somewhere.
Yeah, it was Wichita.
We drove, a long time, and we
Dr. Hall, right?
Yeah,
Was that the show?
Yes, and then we got there, like 2:00 in the morning, and
it
at
was
5:00 we were supposed to do this TV thing, and there were the cheerleaders. Remember, they had a cheerleader club, outside. It was 5:00 morning TV. We had to be there at 5 to get ready, everything. And our segment was, I think, at 6 or 6:10 or something. So anyway, we had to get up very early, like at 4. The lobby call was like 4:00 or something. So we only had about 3 hours to sleep. And in the lobby, we said, give us a wake-up call, in 3 hours. And so Uwe and me, we shared a room, and we was in this bed on that one side, and I'm in the other bed. And in the middle is this little thing with the telephone. And so I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden I hear, and I hear Uwe's voice. Yeah, yes, we're up. It's all good. Thanks. Yes, we're up. We're getting up. And he said, yes, we're up. We're getting up. And I said, what is going on? So I turn on the light, and Uwe sleeps like this. And he goes, and it sounded like the telephone. Yes, we're up. And and Uwe then all of a sudden he opens his eyes and he looks straight at me, and he says, Jens, you wouldn't believe what I just dreamed. and I said, yes, I do believe what you just dreamed. And then at that moment, the telephone actually rang.
And it sounded exactly the same, didn't it?
Yes, it was so funny. And he said he dreamed he was a telephone, right? Yes.
So it was like a
transformation.
We want to do this?
Yes.
What did we do? What key did we do?
Did we do King of the Road in A?
Did we do an A or in D?
Or in B flat?
Yeah, we did the B flat, and you played the other banjo.
Did
actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, this is a little chaotic to show today, but it's
But it's fun.
it's Uwe's fault.
Exactly.
It's his birthday weekend.
It's a wonder I'm actually just here,
I have to say, in all all these many years, you know, how many shows did we play together, Joel? You know, with Uwe. I mean,
Uwe and Uwe together.
and even before we've met you, you know, we've been playing and being on stage and playing since 1973, and now it's, you know, 60 years old. You know, we sometimes thought when we were children, you know, what we're gonna do when we're 20, and then 30. You know, that's when we got together with you. You know, right before Uwe turned
1989 when
yes,
we first
before Uwe turned 30, and then I remember your 30th birthday.
Yeah, that's it.
And then all these tours and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of shows, and it's just
Well, for me, it's the amazing part is that, you know, I'm always have been a romantic, you know, and somehow when I was in my 20s, I thought it would be romantic, you know, not to make 30, you know, kind of, you know, the good die young, that kind of stuff. You remember that stupidity, you know, when you you know, so I honestly didn't think I would make 30. And then I made 30, and then I thought, well, maybe 40 is, you know, that's going to be it, you know, and I lived accordingly. And then we came to America, and I started taking things serious, and then, well, I made 50, and I didn't think, oh, well, that's probably, you know, and then, because, you know, they used to tell me, you know, if you take these drugs, you die, and so now they tell me if you don't take these drugs, you die. But we had good friends that fixed me up with some, you know, like, you know, I'm taking care of myself, and here I am. This is, for me, the biggest surprise that
we're most thankful for you. Everybody is, you know, because you just bring so much joy and happiness to the world. Really, you truly do.
Let's see. Trailers for sailor rent, rooms to let for 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pet. I ain't got no cigarette, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road. First boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues, but I smoke old stogies that I have found. Short, but not too big around. I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road. I know every engineer and every train, all of their children and all of their names, every handout in every town, and every that ain't luck when there's no one around. I say trailers for sailor rent, rooms to let for 50 cents. I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road.
Joel, play that, please. Come on, Jody, please.
look when there's no one around. I say, trailers, folks, sailor red, room to let 50 cents. I'm a man of means, but by no means king of the road, king of the road, king of the road.
Don't even step on the brake.
Thank you. And we're so glad and thankful that you still support us and be with us on the interwebs out all through the world.
And on
Next week is a special week.
Next week is a very special week.
Yes.
Because next Friday, we will have our 100th show.
yes,
Live show. I mean, we broadcast more shows than that because Melissa put
Made
together
some best of,
some best of, while we couldn't play for two shows you did, right? I think two shows. I think
Yeah,
one
two-
week.
no,
I
it was
think
two shows, so
It
we
was
came
one
back.
weekend, that you had to do because we couldn't. We had to be in quarantine or something. And then we came back from Switzerland. And but we did 100 shows, and so no, we have not. Tomorrow is the 99th. Then Friday is the 100th, and we have something special planned that we're gonna be having our computers here, like on New Year's, and you can we look at your requests, and we're gonna make a list. We're just gonna sit here, and you can write in what you want to hear, and first come, first serve. We want to try to play.
to play some requests is going to be a real challenge. It's going to
Try
be
to
fun.
remember
And
songs.
yeah. And I think instead of doing two shows, you're just going to do one long one on Friday. So maybe you want to prepare for that. I'm going to get me a couple of Red Bulls here and maybe some pasta. To.
We can
Put
bring
a
some
little
food.
over here.
So
We can eat.
so that we can get through with this.
No, and again, we want to thank you for supporting us. Almost to the 100th show now. I mean, really, it's unbelievable that that we're still doing this, and that you're still watching. I mean, I
is
sometimes
still
think you
on.
must get tired of us. Really, we're trying hard to come up with new things, but it's just going so fast. The weeks go by like that, and we have to come up with all this stuff, and we sometimes get very desperate. When we were sitting here like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
And,
we get this deer in the headlight kind of thing.
Yes, and we sometimes think we're not going to bore you to death or something, but actually, we just appreciate you so much. Donations that you still give us and that we really need. As otherwise, we couldn't stay afloat.
Lights out, yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Joel.
Joel.
Really. And thank you, Uwe, for being such an amazing brother and friend to everybody.
Oh, yes.
And here's a song that
Thank
you wrote
you.
about actually your own life.
Yes, let's put this in. See if I can remember all the words to it. I didn't think that I would sing it at this age. It's like Paul McCartney when he had to start singing, when I'm 64. what was it?
It's still on, Uwe.
Yeah.
The reverb's on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you all take care. You all take care. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't forget tomorrow is Uwe's birthday. Special show. 1, 2, 3.
I had a plan when I was young, and it involved some having fun. Maybe to find someone to love, do some things to be proud of. I'd live as fast as I could live and give it all that I could give. Never thought about the end, always be somebody's friend. And I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I will hold on to the wheel. Oh, I lit the candle at both ends and let the years slip through my hands. Never did believe was right, never had to run or hide. Friends I found and friends I lost, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Never thought to be the last to set the sail upon the mast. So I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I will hold on to the wheel. was it, Horse
Quite
Joel?
successful.
Quite successful.
I was quite successful with that plan. I would do it all again. Things I needed came to be, and I really went out on a spree. Now, do I need a plan for growing old? My young and restless years concluded. Never thought I'd get this far. Oh, thoughts getting old, excluded. And I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel to the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel. And I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel.
Well, you all take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.